Hello and welcome to Tales from Nerd. I'm your host, a random nerd slash Kevin, and this is the weekly podcast where I talk about the comics being released on September 18th, 2019. I changed the schedule to when I upload. I upload like 10 plus episodes on Wednesday. Some episodes were uploaded later because I was editing or I was working extra hours. Couldn't get the videos done or I was sick. But this is going to be the new format. It's going to be uploaded every Tuesday at 10:30. I might change it to Mondays. Not sure, but that's really it. This week is a little bit lighter. It's not like over 20 books. It's like under 20 books that I'm picking up. So again, when I talk about this podcast, these are just books that I'm talking about that I'm picking up. But if you are interested in other books, I could talk about them. And so we're going to jump on to the first book, which is Absolute Carnage number 3, written by Donny Cates, art by Ryan Stegman, and the price point is $4.99. And this is the description of the book. The summer slaughter continues. After the harrowing events of the end of Absolute Carnage number 2, Venom and Spider-Man have to deal with the hard truth that not everybody will make it out of this conflict in one piece. If they make it out at all, that is. As Carnage continues to amass strength and allies, Venom and Spider-Man realize that the only way to beat him is to do the same. Now, I read Absolute Carnage number 2, and oh my god, it left at a cliffhanger. I do recommend this miniseries. No, this event. It's pretty good. I really like it. I like that it pulls a lot of the lore from the old stuff from Venom, and then pulls stuff from Donny Cates' run of Venom as well. And it's really good. It's a fun event. It's the least to say, because a lot of the events in Marvel are like, oh, we gotta do this. We gotta stop this bad guy. We gotta do this. No, this is something nobody saw coming, and it was perfect. So, do I recommend? Yes and no, because the weird thing is, it's in the middle. I do believe it's only 5 parts. October, number 4, number 5. Yeah, it's only a 5-part event. So, if you really want to read this, and it gives you a new version of, not really a new version of Carnage, but a darker, sadistic version of him. In my opinion, it is much darker than the original one. But yeah, Absolute Carnage, I'm happy with it. I will be continuing this. And also, I've actually caught up with my books. So I am on the last week of August books. So, oh god, it's the third week of... I'm on August 28th book. 28th book. I can't speak. Because I'm reading all this stuff right now. But, yeah. We're going to move on to the next book. So, this is the next book is Absolute Carnage, Lethal Protectors, number 2, written by Frank Terry and art by Alberto Jimenez Albuquerque. And the price point is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. The cult of Carnage is on the hunt for Misty Knight. Can the team of Iron Fist, Morbius, and Cloak and Dagger defeat the newly resurrected Demogoblin? Hell have no fury like a goblin scorn. I read part 1 today, so it's fresh on my mind. The cover was an absolute lie. I'll let you know this. Iron Fist, Morbius, Cloak and Dagger were not even in the story. They're in the story, I guess, in the second issue. I was like, I was waiting for my boy Iron Fist to pop up. Never popped up. So disappointed. It's okay. It really takes place after Absolute Carnage 1 and 2. It's set in like the middle of the story after... I'm not going to spoil the book because it's a really good book. It's probably the best Venom / Carnage centric event ever. But is this a good pickup? No. It's tie-in book. You really don't need tie-in books. Unfortunately, tie-in books are just tie-in books. You really don't need it. I read it because I'm an idiot, like I said. But yeah, Absolute Carnage, it's a maybe. I would say no. You really, to be honest, you only need to read for this event is just Absolute Carnage and Venom, because those two are really what you need. But we're gonna move on to the next book, which is Aquaman number 52, written by Kelly Sue DeConnick, art by Robinson Rocha and Daniel Henriquez. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Black Manta is reunited with his dead father, but at a great cost to both. Meanwhile, Aquaman's investigation into the Amnesty Bay killer takes a sudden turn, and Mara must make a life-altering decision. Oh, and I spit all over my PC. That's very disgusting. I read issue 51. Jesus, that was like I read that like yesterday or Friday. It's a pickup. After Lex Luthor's offer, this is the second part, I think, of a storyline. If I yeah, this is the third part of this new storyline. So it's in the middle, so you might want to pick it up. But I'll let you know now. It's hard. I will give it that. It's a bit hard to catch up on Aquaman. They changed his history a lot, and they added Aqualad. Aqualad's also in this book as well. The what's his name? Damn, I forgot his name. I know which Aqualad I'm talking about. The one you see from Young Justice. Aquaman is good. It used to be one of the books I look forward to every time it came out, every 2 weeks. And then they got changed to every month. Now it's like, oh, I got Aquaman. It's okay. It was one of my favorite books. No diss to Kelly Sue DeConnick. She's a really good writer. I did her first few issues of Aquaman were pretty good, but it's just, to me, it's just like I'll read Aquaman until this runs over. I'll keep reading Aquaman. I like Aquaman. But we're gonna move on to the next book. Well, is it gonna pick up? No. Oh, maybe it's a middle storyline. You really only need to read issues 75, 76, and 77. Is it 70? No. Issue 50, 51, and 52. My bad. Yeah. I mean, I'll give it. But then you need, if you like what you read on like her writing style, you may want to pick up like her previous work from Aquaman, like issue 44, I believe. But yeah, moving on to the next book. Batman number 79, written by Tom King and art by Clayman. And this is, oh no, the price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. In the conclusion chapter of the two-part City of Bane interlude, Batman and Catwoman pull a job to stop Bane's supply ship from smuggling dangerous cargo into Gotham City. It all sends a message back to the big guy that his reign of terror is soon to be over. But what does it do? What does it also signal for the future of Bruce and Selina? Is that Harley Quinn? No, that's Magpie. I'm an idiot. That's Magpie. It says right there on the cover. What? Where am I on Batman? God. Is Batman right here? Is Batman right here? No. I don't even know where I left off in Batman, to be honest. Oh, I'm in 77. Yeah, I'm on 77. So 78 came out last week. So we're getting, I'm guessing because it did get delayed a little bit. I'm guessing now it's coming out. Kind of hard. It's an interlude. I don't know. I'm to be honest, I was really looking forward to this story, but there is so much filler. I don't know why Tom King fills up the story with so much filler. I like Tom King's writing. I liked his early stuff, especially the one where he wrote issue like 30 after they changed the naming from Rebirth to the new stuff. That two-part with Bruce and Selena, with Lois and Clark, that was probably one of the best 2-issue stories I've read. It felt so good. It read so good. It read so smoothly. But then when you read this, it's a little bit off. And what it does in the last issue as well, of what, 77. Oh my god, it's gonna have ramifications, or it's lies. I don't know, but I'm still picking it up because I really want to know how he ends the story. Maybe it's one of those things where it's a bad middle, but it's a good end. Like, the beginning was okay. The middle's kind of now getting a little bit. I like the standoff of 77. No, 76, 77. I don't know. But it's just tough. I mean, I'll give you that. It's really hard to jump on a Tom King book, unfortunately. But pick up at your own response. In my opinion, it's not going to pick up. You're lucky enough to find copies of that book because apparently it's sold out up until the 76, 77, and I believe 75 as well. You can get reprints, but to be honest, for this story, you could probably wait for the trade unless something major happens. Then yeah, pick it up more. But I'll give you that. Give you a little warning for Batman. A little bit tough. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the next book, which is Dead Man Logan number 11, written by Ed Brisson and art by Mike Henderson. The price of this book is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. The penultimate entry in the Dead Man Logan story. You think you know, but you have no idea what's coming. Following the series that critics raving, a shocking, well-constructed farewell from Comic Watch, violent fun from Comics The Gathering, a masterpiece from You Don't Care Read Comics.com. Okay. I'm reading Dead Man Logan. I think I'm caught up. No, I'm not caught up just yet. When was the last issue? Oh yeah, I'm definitely caught up now. I read this issue. Why is there such like a delay on that book? Okay. I like it. It's a really hard jumping on point, to be honest. You could read. This is part 5. You read issue 7, 8, 9, and 10, and 11. That's already yeah. No, you read issue 7, 6, 7. No, 6. No, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's a 5-part story. Apparently, this is like split into 2 stories. Hard because it's really hard to jump on. You have to hunt those issues down. If you're collecting physically, but if you're buying digitally, very easy. To be honest, you can wait for a trade for this one if you haven't read Dead Man Logan yet. So this will be a wait for a trade, unfortunately. It's still a good book. It's really good. We're going to move on to the next book, which is Flash Forward number 1, written by Scott Lobdell and art by Norm Rapmund, and art by Brett Booth. And the price is $3.99. And this is the description of the book. His name is Wally West, and he was the fastest man alive. That is, until the multiverse was rewritten without him or his family in it. Wally returned and tried to make it work, but the damage was done. Spinning out of the events of Heroes in Crisis, follow the man who called himself Flash on an adventure to find redemption in a cosmos that has fought so hard to destroy him. Okay, I'm reading this book because I want to read more Wally. And what they did to him in Heroes in Crisis, why? Tom King, like, I'm not going to spoil Heroes in Crisis. I did talk about it earlier before. It's just, if it was like a 4-part mini, it had like 9 issues, and most of it was filler. Most of it was like emotional filler for the characters that died. Those were really good, but it's like they were just filler. And this one, I don't know. And so far from what I hear, Scott Liddell he writes Red Hood and Outlaws. He's in, from what I hear, his run on it is really okay. A lot of people like Red Hood and Outlaws. I'm not reading it because one, I really I really want to pick up more books, but again, budget. I really don't want to pick up more than I should. And I do want to read this. It's also a 6-issue mini, so that's also a good thing. It's a new #1, so if you do want to pick this up, you can, but you need to read Heroes in Crisis, which is also must read if you want to read this. But I think I think the book will give you an explanation of what happened in Heroes in Crisis. But we're gonna move on to the next book. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man #12, written by Tom Taylor and art by Juanan Cabal, and the price point is $3.99. And this is the description of the book. Spider-Man is found dead in his very own neighborhood. Oh, Spider-Man is found dead in his very own neighborhood. Who did it and why? Only Spider-Man can solve this mystery. But how? Am I caught up with this? No. No, am I? No. Oh, I'll be reading it. Oh yeah. Okay, so this is a new storyline? Is it? Or a one shot? Because I know this is ending. I know Family Neighborhood Spider-Man is ending. I would say if you're interested in Who Killed Spider-Man, jump on, but I don't know, to be honest. Yeah, I guess this will be a good jumping on point. Tom Taylor is okay on Family Neighborhood Spider-Man. It's not the greatest Spider-Man book, but it's not the worst. It's right in the middle. But yeah, we're gonna move on to the next book. Guardians of the Galaxy #9, written by Donny Cates and art by Corey Smith. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. The Guardians have been torn asunder by the Universal Church of Truth. After revealing his secret, Rocket has come out of hiding to help rescue his former team. But will Groot be able to forgive him long enough to save their friends? Or is this the end of the Guardians? Guardians is awesome. Guardians is awesome. Guardians is awesome. What Donny Cates has done, holy crap. And am I caught up? Yeah, I think I'm caught up with this. I read last issue. Death of Rock. Yeah. Okay, so I'm in part 3 right now. Yeah, this is part 3 of the middle of the storyline. So you need to read issue. If you're going to the comic book shop, you're picking up 9, 8, and 7 to know what really is going around. But you really want to read what's going on. You need to pick up the first trade of the book, and I think you can pick up the first trade of the book right now. So I think the first trade is out. Guardians is really good. Give it that. It's just Thanos is dead. He comes back, and let's say this: he is not the same after that. Nothing's the same after that. I'm really excited to know what they're gonna do with the Universal Church of Truth, and how this will lead into Peter's life, and also what they're doing with Rocket. Because oh my god, I really hope he's not dying, because this kind of feels like this will be my last hurrah, and then I'm dead. But yeah, once this book is done, I'll let you know. Like, oh yeah, the book is ending on issue 12, so I really recommend you read it, because it's probably the most fun I've had with a Guardians book. I've only read 2 series. The last run, and who are we kidding? The Infinity Summer event thing, which was basically a Guardians book, but they named it an event. But yeah, I like it. I recommend it. It's always recommendable in my opinion. But yeah, we're gonna move on to the next book. History of the Marvel Universe #3, written by Mark Waid and art by Javier Rodriguez. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. From the Fantastic Four to the death of the Phoenix, witness the awe and the majesty of the beginnings of the modern Marvel Universe. I will give it credit. It does explain to you a lot of characters. I read History of Marvel Universe 1 and 2. It does give you the beginning of the Marvel Universe. It does give you explanation to certain characters, more backstory. It's good. I do like it, but it's such a heavy exposition book. So there's so much to read for this. I think this book took me like 20 minutes to finish. Usually a book, like a regular comic like this, like a regular 32-page comic, takes me about maybe 10 minutes the most. Maybe 10 minutes, under 10 minutes. But yeah, this one's so wordy. I'll give you a heads up. It is very wordy. But if you're a beginner for Marvel, like, I really don't know where to jump on, pick this up and then you can find out what characters you like. So I will give it that. I do give it a recommendation. I think it's only like yeah, it's only like a 5-part mini, so yeah. I'll give it a recommendation. I finally read it though, so finally happy about that. Oh, because yeah, I was so behind on books, not gonna lie. I was like probably like a month and a half, almost 2 months, like stacked on books. I'm like slowly catching up. I should be done with this stack by this week and probably like half a stack. Half from last week's stack. No, I have the weeks when Doomsday Clock came out. I'll probably be by I think the end of the week I should be done with all the books. But yeah, moving on. House of X #5, written by Jonathan Hickman and art by Pepe Larraz. The price is $4.99, and this is the description of the book. Xavier's dream turns deadly for some of his students as they fight back against the humans' plan to eliminate them. Superstar writer Jonathan Hickman continues his reshaping of the X-Men universe alongside young gun artist Pepe Larraz. The future of the X-Men begin here. I love how vague the descriptions are, but how accurate they are. And oh my god, this book is so good. Revelations of who's who, future storylines that could possibly happen. The past is revealed. Oh my god. House of X and Powers of X, both companion pieces. One probably the best X-Men series you will ever read. If you're not reading them, you have missed out on this book. I'm sorry. But you are able to pick this up on trade. But hopefully they create like a deluxe trade that has both of them like back to back. Because you really need to read both. And to be honest, you get to read it and you're like, each issue is worth the price. Each issue it gives you an explanation. It's perfect. And you know what? I really can't wait for this. I recommend it. But you need to read issue 1. Get the reprints. I highly recommend you get the reprints. Read the book. It's good. Okay, we're moving on to the next book. Justice League #32, written by Scott Snyder, James Tynion IV, art by Howard Porter. And the price is $3.99. And this is the description of the book. The Justice Do More Part 3. Things are getting dangerous across the time stream. On one side of time, the Justice team finds a heroic purpose. On the other, it's a future full of chaos and trial. It's the totality in action. If they can't stop Lex's Legion across all fronts, there may be only one other option. Embrace doom. I am not gonna lie. I'm a little bit behind. I think I'll be on issue 30. So soon I'll be caught up with the book. I think issue 30 and 31 did come out like behind each other, and then we had a pause, and now we're on this. Because look, this comes out every 2 weeks, but it had this weird pause. Because they had Year of the Villain stuff, and they had tie-ins to the Year of the Villain. Like Joker and, no, not Joker, Riddler and Black Mask. And some other titles, which I forget. They have a list. But, I do like Justice League. Jorge Menez is not doing the book, unfortunately. His art's good. I loved his art in Super Sons. But we're getting Howard Porter, which have I seen his art before? I do like Justice League. Justice League is really good. And then we're going. My only problem is we're getting the most wordy people in the book. Oh, he did Aquaman. Okay, he's done some Batman. Apparently, some Constantine as well. He did Dark Knight's Rising. Okay, so okay, I might like his art. I probably will like his art. But yeah, I recommend Justice League, but you need to read 30, 31, and 32. Pick those up to kind of know where your storyline is going at. Because I think issue 30 it will catch you up like with everything that's happened, which is very perfect for a jumping on point. From what I hear, I haven't read the book, but I can't wait till I read the book. But yeah, we're gonna go to the next book, which is Lex Luthor, Year of the Villain #1, written by Jason Latour, art by Brian Hitch and Andrew Curry, and the price is $4.99. And this is the description of the book. Apex Lex has made his offer to the villains of the DC universe, but has the superpowered evil genius garnered what he truly desires? The most deadly predator in the multiverse has set out to answer the question by seeking out his counterparts on other Earths. But will this meeting of the other Luthors be the greatest team up in all of creation, or end its bloodbath? To be honest, I really can't wait for this one. Oh, Apex Lex is just different kind of. It's just so different. It's so good. It's like, oh yeah, Lex Luthor, you can't. There's nothing you can do to create him, to change him up. He became a superhero. He was Superman for a moment too. Oh, he's back to evil, huh? That stuff ended. No, he blew himself up. Had his DNA mixed with Martian DNA to create Apex Lex. Holy crap! What a year! What a few years I've been reading comics. Oh my god, I'm happy. I'm picking this up. I recommend it. But if you don't want to read this, I get it. It's just a tie into Year of the Villain. But you may want to pick it up to understand Apex Lex. I'll give it that. We're only got 7 books left. Okay. Nightwing #64, written by Dan Jurgens, art by Ronan Cliquette. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Bloodhaven explodes in violence as riot erupts in the streets. Rick can't face this alone, so he'll have to enlist the support of the Nightwings. Meanwhile, Talon has taken Bay captive to lure Rick into his grasp and reintroduce him for the first time in Rick's memory to the Court of Owls. To the Court of Owls, basically. I like how they're tying this up with the Court of Owls, because that Talon is actually the Talon that's, if you read this, you need to read issue just, I think, 63 and 64, because you had the Year of the Villain tie-in on 62, which Talon met, Lex Luthor met Talon and made him an offer. Basically, this Talon is related to Dick, aka Rick now. And you know what? It's interesting. I recommend it. Read the story, because we might get Dick Grayson back. And I'm really happy, because as much as Rick is interesting, I miss Dick's optimism a lot. And he's slowly turning to Dick Grayson. Slowly. But yeah, we're going to move on to the next book. This one, if you heard my podcast before, I've talked about this. How this book trolled the freaking internet so bad. This book was teased. Everyone thought it was going to be a Spider-Man 4 book. Like continuation of the Raimi films. And you know what? It probably would have sold very well. But we got this. And it's weird because this famous writer / director is doing this with his son. But yeah, we're going to move on. We're moving to this book, which is Spider-Man #1. Written by J.J. Abrams. Yes, that J.J. Abrams. And also written by his son, Henry Abrams. The art is by Sarah Pichelli. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. Who is Cadaverous? The most shocking and incredible comic of 2019 is here, as J.J. Abrams from Star Wars, Star Trek, and Super 8 and his son Henry Abrams are joined by superstar artist Sarah Pichelli, who's done art for Miles Morales and Guardians of the Galaxy. Team up for Spider-Man. What do they have planned for Peter Parker and Mary Jane Watson, who is Cadaverous? The modern master of mystery makes his Marvel this September. I'll read this book. To be honest, I got really pissed at this. I said I'm not gonna read it, but I'm like, I'll read it. I mean, it's a Spider-Man book. I do believe it's only like a 6-part mini, if I remember. I could look this up, but yeah, this is gonna be like a 6-part mini, if I remember. I was really pissed when they announced this book. I was like, you bastards. I was like, you could have done a Spider-Man comic that's for continuation of Spider-Man 4, but yeah, but I'm like, I was really pissed. I was like, you guys screwed every fan over. Even on Twitter, everyone was like, you're not making Spider-Man 4 into a comic? Why not? Why? I got pissed. I know a lot of people got pissed. But yeah, I'll pick it up. I'll pick it up because I like Spider-Man. And to be honest, they have so many Spider-Man books. Well, to be honest, most of them just did end. So, yeah. We got five more books and then we're done. But yeah. Now on to Superman number 15, written by Brian Michael Bendis and art by Ivan Reis and Auclair Albert and Joe Padro. And the price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. At last, it's the return of the Legion of Superheroes. The greatest superheroes of the 32nd century have traveled back in time just to meet the heroes who inspired them, but to make an offer. But to which hero, what and why will that choice tear Superman's life apart? Plus, to follow from Lex Luthor's conversation with Lois Lane escalates. What dark secret did Lex tell Lois? I'm guessing they'll explain it on this because this issue, which I already read, had a cover that was I think I'll put it up on the screen. That was changed, which that description was that Lex was going to tell Lois something. He made an offer to Lois, but we never got that. So that cover got pulled. We got that cover, as you saw right there. And also, what's weird, a cover for number 17 of Superman was also pulled, but they never made it into production. So nobody's going to get that cover. But what's funny is, it amazes me that Brian Michael Bendis writes this stuff probably like 4 months in advance, maybe 3. You're telling me no one at DC, editorial, or him to this cover out. But at last, yeah, it's because I'll let you know why. Because Lightning Lad was white in issue 14 of the first print. The second print, he's black. That's what really changed. Yeah. Superman's okay. I really want Superman to be good. But after the last issue, we got revealed who Rogozal is. And I'm like, why? It makes no sense. It makes no sense, but oh well. Oh well. We'll see where this leads. You've taken a character I like, Brian Michael Bendis. I think you're bored with him. But I'll let you continue writing your stuff. It may get better. Hopefully it gets better. I really wanted to get better. I believed in you, Brian Michael Bendis. But slowly, you're killing my hopes, man. Please, hopefully you're getting better. I really want this book to be good. I missed the previous run. So, yeah. Moving on to the next book, which is Teen Titans number 34, written by Adam Glass and art by Bernard Chang. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. who is crazy enough to steal Jin's ring? Well, do you want better? How much damage can you do with a stolen Jin ring? Robin and Teen Titans hunt for a thief of magic, but are they looking in the wrong place? The year the villain strikes close to home. A major turning point in the Titans' status quo starts here. Okay, I'm caught up. I read issue 33, and okay, the cover's okay. I don't recommend Titans, to be honest. It's okay. It's okay. After the reveal of last issue, well, previous issues, it's revealed that Titans have a mole. And I think they'll discover who the mole is in this issue, to be honest. Because, as it says, it'll have a status quo change. So the traitor will be revealed in that book. To be honest, Robin's not the same. Robin's written different in Detective Comics and Event Leviathan differently than to this book. Which makes me seem nobody cares about continuity in DC anymore. Only Joshua Williamson and Scott Snyder. Apparently, just those two guys. Tom King doesn't care. Well, about continuity. Yeah. Okay. Tony Stark. Iron Man. Yeah, we're moving on to the next book. Tony Stark, Iron Man, number 16. Written by Dan Slott and also Jim Zub. Art by Valeria Shitty. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Tony Stark, Iron Man, the Ultron agenda starts here. Watch out, Iron Man. The robot uprising of the Marvel Universe has begun, but it's not Ultron leading the charge. It's Machine Man. The AIs are on the attack, and they might be in the right. Battle lines are being drawn, and it's time for Tony Stark, Jocasta, Andy Bang, and the rest of the cast to pick sides. I am excited for this because they've done nothing with Ultron Pym. But I thought, to be honest, Ultron Pym was separated during the events of Infinity. Was it? No, it was with the Infinity War stuff. I thought they were separated because what's his name? Hank Pym was in a stone. But I guess he's Pym Ultron again. I'm guessing they're trying to figure out the events of that because that really had no ramifications at all, besides just what happened in Guardians. I'm really excited for this. And the way they left it off is just like, oh, they're gonna do some bad stuff. Okay, 2 more books. We're done. Valkyrie number 3, written by Jason Aaron and Al Ewing, art by Kafu. And the price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Valkyrie takes a beloved friend on a journey of their afterlife. When a long-standing Marvel character dies at the hands of Bullseye, Jane Foster must accept her new role and carry them to the new world beyond. She is not the Valkyrie of the past, nor is Bullseye's victim an ordinary hero. Valhalla is only one hall of the dead. The multiversal afterlife awaits. I read issue 2, and I know who died. So I like the direction they're going, and they're going space, cosmic stuff. So I do recommend this book, but you kind of really need to read War of the Realms to know how Jane became Valkyrie. But then again, it does give you some description of how she became Valkyrie, but you do need to read that. But yeah, if you don't want to read that, you just pick up number 1 and then just go on from there. It's only 3, and it's a really fresh book, so you can pick it up. Next to the final book, Wolverine Annual number 1, written by Jody Housen, art by Geraldo Borges. The price is $4.99, and this is the description of the book. Wolverine battles the magic, mystery, and mayhem of Morgan Le Fay. Wolverine's lived many lives. X-Man, Avenger, movie star? Not exactly, but he's following an aspiring young actress to Los Angeles for a little sunshine and some semblance of a normal life. but behind the gilded golden facade of 1930s Hollywood lurks an unholy cult led by Morgan Le Fay. Their prey, the young Hollywood hopefuls, including Logan's lady. Will the mighty Logan's claws crumble under the onslaught of the arcane sorcerer's magical powers? Find out this September. This is an acts of evil thing. So basically, acts of evil is just basically a hero fights a bad guy that they never fought before. That's it. I'll read it because I really want a Wolverine book, but they're not gonna give him a solo book. Apparently, he's in everything else but his own goddamn book. But yeah, is it a pickup? No, you really don't. It's just a one shot. It's just an annual as well. So this won't really affect anything what House of X and Powers of X are doing. But yeah, that's really all the books that are coming out. September 18th. I hope you take care. Have a good day, guys. And you know what? Tell me in the comments which book you're excited for. I know what I'm excited for. What are you excited for? I can let you know right now. Justice League, I'm excited for. Guardians, and I'll get one more book. Absolute Carnage number 3. Those are the 3 books I'm really excited for this week. Take care, everyone. Have a nice night, or have a nice day, or good morning. Bye-bye. Take care.